Hello everyone. This audiobook contains master words with meaning, examples, synonym and antonym. Dismember. Meaning: to cut or divide the limbs, parts, or components of a body or object, to separate into pieces, especially in a violent or destructive manner. Examples: 1. The forensic team had to carefully dismember the remains to examine each bone for evidence. 2. The ancient statue had been dismembered over the years, with some of its limbs missing. Synonyms: 1. Dissect 2. Sever 3. Divide 4. Dismantle 5. Fragment. Antonyms: 1. Assemble 2. Join 3. Integrate 4. Unify 5. Combine. Dismiss. Meaning: to send away or allow to leave, to reject, disregard, or treat as unimportant, to discharge from a job or position. Examples: 1. The teacher had to dismiss the students from class after the final bell rang. 2. The manager decided to dismiss the proposal as it didn't align with the company's goals. Synonyms: 1. Reject 2. Ignore 3. Disregard 4. Release 5. Let go. Antonyms: 1. Accept 2. Consider 3. Acknowledge 4. Retain 5. Hire. Disparage. Meaning: to belittle, criticize, or speak negatively about someone or something, to express a low opinion of someone's worth or value. Examples: 1. It's not right to disparage someone's efforts just because you disagree with their approach. 2. She felt hurt when her colleagues began to disparage her contributions during the team meeting. Synonyms: 1. Belittle 2. Criticize 3. Deride 4. Degrade 5. Undermine. Antonyms: 1. Praise 2. Applaud 3. Commend 4. Support 5. Validate. Disparate. Meaning: essentially different or distinct in nature, kind, or quality, not capable of being compared or grouped together easily. Examples: 1. The two candidates had disparate views on economic policies, making it challenging for voters to choose between them. 2. The company was formed by merging two disparate businesses, each with its own set of products and practices. Synonyms: 1. Different 2. Diverse 3. Unrelated 4. Varied 5. Distinct. Antonyms: 1. Similar 2. Alike 3. Uniform 4. Homogeneous 5. Identical. Disparity. Meaning: a significant difference or inequality, often in terms of age, amount, rank, or quality, a condition of being unequal or dissimilar. Examples: 1. There is a notable disparity in income levels between the wealthy and the poor in this region. 2. The educational system aims to address the disparity in opportunities for students from different socio-economic backgrounds. Synonyms: 1. Inequality 2. Difference 3. Discrepancy 4. Variation 5. Imbalance. Antonyms: 1. Equality 2. Similarity 3. Consistency 4. Uniformity 5. Equivalence. Dispassionate. Meaning: not influenced by strong emotions or personal feelings, characterized by impartiality, objectivity, and a calm approach. Examples: 1. The judge delivered a dispassionate verdict based solely on the evidence presented in the case. 2. In her role as a mediator, she provided a dispassionate perspective to help both parties reach a fair resolution. Synonyms: 1. Impartial. 2. Unbiased. 3. Objective. 4. Neutral. 5. Detached. Antonyms: 1. Biased. 2. Emotional. 3. Subjective. 4. Partial. 5. Involved. Dispatch. As a noun, meaning the act of sending someone or something to a destination, a message or order sent quickly, often related to urgent matters. Examples: 1. The courier's dispatch of the package ensured it would reach its destination on time. 2. The newspaper's dispatch contained the latest updates on the breaking news story. As a verb, meaning to send off to a destination or for a purpose, to deal with or complete a task promptly. Examples: 1. The manager dispatched a team of technicians to repair the malfunctioning equipment. 2. She quickly dispatched the remaining tasks on her to-do list before the end of the workday. Synonyms: noun, verb. 1. Sending. 2. Communication. 3. Transmitting. 4. Expedition. 5. Delivery. Antonyms: noun, verb. 1. Reception. 2. Receipt. 3. Retention. 4. Delay. 5. Hold. Dispel. Meaning, to make something disappear or drive it away, especially by dispersing or dissipating it, to eliminate or remove doubts, fears, or misconceptions. Examples: 1. The morning sun helped to dispel the fog that had settled over the city. 2. The teacher's explanations and examples were able to dispel the confusion among the students. Synonyms: 1. Dissipate. 2. Banish. 3. Scatter. 4. Clear. 5. Eliminate. Antonyms: 1. Gather. 2. Accumulate. 3. Concentrate. 4. Collect. 5. Confuse. Disperse. Meaning, to scatter or spread out in various directions, to break up or distribute widely, to cause a group of people to go in different directions. Examples: 1. The wind caused the leaves to disperse all over the yard. 2. The police used tear gas to disperse the crowd that had gathered to protest. Synonyms: 1. Scatter. 2. Spread. 3. Distribute. 4. Dissipate. 5. Disseminate. Antonyms: 1. Gather. 2. Collect. 3. Concentrate. 4. Assemble. 5. Cluster. Dispirited. Meaning, feeling demoralized, discouraged, or lacking in enthusiasm, having a low or diminished spirit or morale. Examples: 1. The constant setbacks and failures left him feeling dispirited and unsure about his abilities. 2. The team's losing streak had a dispirited effect on their overall performance and motivation. Synonyms: 1. Dejected. 2. Depressed. 3. Despondent. 4. Dismal. 5. Downcast. Antonyms: 1. Encouraged. 2. Enthusiastic. 3. Inspired. 4. Upbeat. 5. Confident. Disputatious. Meaning, inclined to argue, debate, or engage in disputes, fond of engaging in arguments or controversies. Examples: 1. The dinner conversation became quite heated due to the presence of two disputatious individuals who couldn't agree on anything. 2. His disputatious nature often led to disagreements with his colleagues over even the smallest matters. Synonyms: 1. Argumentative. 2. Controversial. 3. Combative. 4. Contentious. 5. Quarrelsome. Antonyms: 1. Agreeable. 2. Amiable. 3. Harmonious. 4. Peaceful. 5. Non-confrontational. Disquiet. As a noun, meaning a feeling of unease, restlessness, or anxiety, a state of being worried or disturbed. Examples: 1. The recent news of the economic downturn caused a sense of disquiet among the investors. 2. There was a noticeable air of disquiet in the office after the unexpected announcement of layoffs. As a verb, meaning to cause unease or anxiety, to disturb or make restless. Examples: 1. The mysterious noises in the old house disquieted the residents, making them feel uneasy. 2. The rumors circulating about potential job cuts were enough to disquiet the entire workforce. Synonyms: noun, verb. 1. Anxiety. 2. Unease. 3. Restlessness. 4. Apprehension. 5. Disturbance. Antonyms: noun, verb. 1. Calm. 2. Ease. 3. Tranquility. 4. Comfort. 5. Soothe. Dissection. Meaning, the act of carefully examining and cutting apart something, usually a body, object, or idea, in order to understand its structure, components, or characteristics. Examples: 1. The biology students conducted a dissection of a frog to learn about its internal organs. 2. The literary analysis involved a detailed dissection of the poem's symbolism and themes. Synonyms: 1. Analysis. 2. Examination. 3. Investigation. 4. Study. 5. Inspection. Antonyms: 1. Whole. 2. Integration. 3. Unity. 4. Synthesis. 5. Coherence. Dissemble. Meaning, to conceal one's true motives, feelings, or beliefs by giving a false appearance, to pretend or feign. Examples: 1. She tried to dissemble her disappointment with a forced smile when she didn't get the promotion. 2. His charming demeanor was just a way to dissemble his ulterior motives of gaining control over the company. Synonyms: 1. Pretend. 2. Deceive. 3. Dissimulate. 4. Feign. 5. Mask. Antonyms: 1. Reveal. 2. Disclose. 3. Express. 4. Unveil. 5. Manifest. Disseminate. Meaning, to spread or distribute widely, especially information, ideas, or knowledge, to a large number of people. Examples: 1. The organization's goal is to disseminate accurate information about climate change to raise awareness among the general public. 2. The invention of the printing press revolutionized the way knowledge was disseminated, allowing books to be produced and distributed more efficiently. Synonyms: 1. Spread. 2. Circulate. 3. Disperse. 4. Broadcast. 5. Propagate. Antonyms: 1. Contain. 2. Suppress. 3. Withhold 4. Conceal 5. Restrict. Dissent. Meaning, dissent refers to the act of holding or expressing opinions, beliefs, or viewpoints that are different from those held by a majority or an authority. It involves expressing disagreement or opposition. Examples: 1. Several members of the committee voiced their dissent against the proposed policy, citing concerns about its potential consequences. 2. Her decision to dissent from the team's approach led to a lively and productive discussion, ultimately leading to a more well-rounded solution. Synonyms: 1. Disagreement. 2. Disapproval. 3. Opposition. 4. Contradiction. 5. Discord. Antonyms: 1. Agreement. 2. Consensus. 3. Approval. 4. Conformity. 5. Accord. Dissertation. Meaning: a dissertation is a formal and lengthy research paper or document, often written as a requirement for a doctoral degree. It presents original research and analysis on a specific topic within a field of study. Examples: 1. Sara spent several years working on her dissertation, which explored the impact of urbanization on local wildlife populations. 2. The professor praised Mark's dissertation for its thorough analysis of historical events that shaped modern political ideologies. Synonyms: 1. Thesis. 2. Paper. 3. Treatise. 4. Monograph. 5. Research. Antonyms: 1. Summary. 2. Brief. 3. Overview. 4. Synopsis. 5. Abbreviation. Dissident. Meaning: a dissident is a person who actively disagrees with or opposes the policies, actions, or ideologies of a government, organization, or dominant group. Dissidents often express their dissent through criticism, protest, or other forms of resistance. Examples: 1. The government arrested several dissidents who were advocating for political reforms and greater freedom of speech. 2. The dissident journalist fearlessly reported on human rights abuses, despite facing threats and intimidation from authorities. Synonyms: 1. Rebel. 2. Protester. 3. Agitator. 4. Opposition. 5. Nonconformist. Antonyms: 1. Conformist. 2. Loyalist. 3. Supporter. 4. Advocate. 5. Follower. Dissimulate. Meaning: dissimulate means to hide or disguise one's true feelings, intentions, or thoughts by feigning or pretending to be something else. Examples: 1. He tried to dissimulate his excitement about the surprise party by acting nonchalant. 2. Despite her disappointment, she managed to dissimulate her feelings and congratulate her friend on her success. Synonyms: 1. Pretend. 2. Feign. 3. Disguise. 4. Camouflage. 5. Conceal. Antonyms: 1. Reveal. 2. Express. 3. Display. 4. Uncover. 5. Manifest. Dissipate. Meaning: dissipate means to scatter, disperse, or waste something, such as energy, resources, or concentration, in a careless or excessive manner. Examples: 1. The heat from the stove quickly dissipates into the room, making it warm and cozy. 2. His ability to focus and stay on task seemed to dissipate as the day progressed. Synonyms: 1. Scatter. 2. Disperse. 3. Waste 4. Squander 5. Deplete. Antonyms. 1. Gather 2. Accumulate 3. Conserve 4. Save 5. Reserve. Dissolute. Meaning. Dissolute refers to a lack of moral restraint or self-discipline, often involving indulgence in immoral or excessive behavior, particularly related to pleasures and vices. Examples. 1. His reputation was tarnished by his dissolute lifestyle, characterized by heavy drinking and frequent partying. 2. The novel's protagonist struggled with his desire to lead a more virtuous life while being tempted by the allure of dissolute pleasures. Synonyms. 1. Debauch 2. Profligate 3. Licentious 4. Debauchery 5. Decadent. Antonyms. 1. Virtues 2. Moral 3. Temperate 4. Disciplined 5. Chaste. Dissolution. Meaning, dissolution refers to the act or process of breaking down, disintegration, or termination of a relationship, organization, or entity. It can also refer to the act of formally ending a legal contract or partnership. Examples. 1. The dissolution of their marriage was a difficult and emotional process for both parties involved. 2. The company's financial troubles eventually led to the dissolution of the business, and its assets were sold off. Synonyms. 1. Disintegration 2. Breakup 3. Termination 4. Disbankment 5. Separation. Antonyms. 1. Formation 2. Establishment 3. Integration 4. Solidification 5. Union. Dissonance. Meaning, dissonance refers to a lack of harmony or a clash of conflicting elements, often used to describe a discordant sound, opinion, or feeling. Examples. 1. The dissonance between their musical styles created a unique and experimental sound that intrigued audiences. 2. The dissonance between her beliefs and the actions she took left her feeling conflicted and uneasy. Synonyms. 1. Disharmony 2. Discord 3. Conflict 4. Inconsistency 5. Jarring. Antonyms. 1. Harmony 2. Agreement 3. Consistency 4. Accord 5. Congruence. Dissuade. Meaning, dissuade means to persuade or advise someone not to do something, especially by presenting reasons or arguments against it. Examples. 1. She tried to dissuade her friend from quitting her job without having another one lined up. 2. The teacher's efforts to dissuade the students from cheating were met with mixed reactions. Synonyms. 1. Deter 2. Discourage 3. Persuade against 4. Convince not to 5. Talk out of. Antonyms. 1. Encourage 2. Persuade 3. Urge 4. Support 5. Promote. Distant. Meaning, distant refers to something that is far away in space, time, or relationship. It can also describe a lack of emotional closeness or a sense of detachment. Examples. 1. The mountain range looked distant and majestic against the horizon. 2. She maintained a distant attitude towards her coworkers, rarely engaging in personal conversations. Synonyms. 1. Remote 2. Far off 3. Far away 4. Remove 5. Unapproachable. Antonyms. 1. Close to. Near 3. Immediate. 4. Intimate 5. Familiar. Distend. Meaning, distend means to swell, expand, or stretch out, often due to pressure or internal forces. Examples. 1. The balloon started to distend as more air was blown into it. 2. The patient's abdomen began to distend, indicating a possible digestive issue. Synonyms. 1. Inflate 2. Swell 3. Enlarge 4. Dilate 5. Puff up. Antonyms. 1. Shrink 2. Contract 3. Compress 4. Condense 5. Reduce. Distill. Meaning, distill means to purify, extract, or separate a substance through a process of heating, vaporization, and condensation. It can also refer to extracting essential or valuable elements from a complex source. Examples. 1. The distillation process involves heating the liquid to produce vapor and then cooling the vapor to obtain a purified substance. 2. The author managed to distill the complex philosophical ideas into a simple and understandable explanation. Synonyms. 1. Extract 2. Purify 3. Condense 4. Evaporate 5. Clarify. Antonyms. 1. Mix 2. Combine 3. Muddle 4. Complicate 5. Confuse. Distinction. Meaning, distinction refers to a clear difference or a characteristic that sets someone or something apart from others. It can also indicate recognition or honor for achieving something noteworthy. Examples. 1. The distinction between the two species lies in their unique patterns of coloration. 2. His academic achievements earned him the distinction of being the top student in his class. Synonyms. 1. Difference 2. Contrast 3. Notability 4. Excellence 5. Prestige. Antonyms. 1. Similarity 2. Uniformity 3. Mediocrity 4. Obscurity 5. Insignificance. Distort. Meaning, distort means to alter, change, or misrepresent the true shape, meaning, or nature of something, often in a way that is misleading or inaccurate. Examples. 1. The funhouse mirrors distorted our reflections, making us appear taller or wider than we actually were. 2. The news article seemed to distort the facts to create a sensational story. Synonyms. 1. Misrepresent 2. Warp 3. Twist 4. Falsify 5. Deform. Antonyms. 1. Clarify 2. Illuminate 3. Accurate 4. Reflect 5. Represent. Distraught. Meaning, distraught refers to a state of extreme emotional agitation, confusion, or distress, often as a result of feeling overwhelmed or deeply troubled. Examples. 1. She was distraught when she heard about the sudden passing of her close friend. 2. His face was filled with a distraught expression as he realized he had lost his wallet with all his important documents. Synonyms. 1. Upset 2. Agitated 3. Anxious 4. Frantic 5. Overwrought. Antonyms. 1. Calm 2. Collected 3. Composed 4. Relaxed 5. Content. Diurnal. Meaning, diurnal refers to something that occurs during the daytime, specifically related to daily or daytime activities. It can also refer to plants or animals that are active during the day and rest at night. Examples. 1. Owls are nocturnal creatures, whereas most songbirds are diurnal and are active during daylight hours. 2. The diurnal rhythm of our bodies is regulated by the natural cycle of day and night. Synonyms. 1. Daytime 2. Daily 3. Daylight 4. Sunlit 5. Sunshiny. Antonyms. 1. Nocturnal 2. Nighttime 3. Midnight 4. Dark 5. Evening.